continue our conversation on the breaking news in the race for the White House. President Joe Biden bowing out, endorsing Vice President Kamala Harris. I'm joined now by KTBS 3 political analyst Scott Hughes and constitutional law expert Royal Alexander. Scott, let's start with you. Today's news draws a similar parallel to the 1968 Democratic Convention when they lost that race. What lessons can be learned from that to put to today?
Well, I think if you look at 68, the parallel is obvious. We're headed to Chicago, and the Democrats don't have a candidate. And I think, hopefully, for the Democrats, they learned in 68 the mistakes. That unity is going to be important. It'll be interesting to see if they can resolve this before they get to Chicago, or if we see an open floor fight. I think a 68 lesson was you can't really have a floor fight come out and then go 3 quick weeks and hope you're going to 3 quick months and hope you're going to elect the president.
And a lot of people have been saying there hasn't been enough time to get another candidate, and now the clock is ticking.
In many ways, we're not getting another candidate. Harris has always been there. She was the vice presidential candidate. It was the Biden-Harris ticket. I think the real key now, and if you've been following we've been circling this issue for 4 or 5 weeks now, really since the debate. So it's a shock, but not a surprise, if that makes any sense in politics. The real question is going to be, what's the ticket? Who do they get? How does that help them? In my opinion, primarily in the upper Midwest, in Pennsylvania, in Wisconsin, and in Michigan. That's what we're watching for. I have sensed more energy today. I sensed energy out of my Republican friends coming out of their convention. I sense a lot of energy out of my Democratic friends. We'll see if it carries forward to Election Day.
Yes, sir. And Royal, can Republicans keep Harris off the state ballots?
I don't think so. I'm not even sure we're past the formal deadlines in every single one of them anyway. But that would require an injunction and a lawsuit to move very quickly, to then probably have the Supreme Court have to decide it. I can't see them. In my mind, again, this is all very fluid and changing as we speak, but I can't imagine a scenario in which she is not allowed on the ballot.
And millions of Americans in the primaries voted for President Biden. What are Americans to feel now that that vote is almost null and void?
That's a whole discussion, to Scott's point, to a crazy, what used to be called a brokered convention. There's so little time in the Democrats. The power of the Democrat Party is going to not allow it to drag too long. I think they're going to put her forward. Just they think she's best known. She was part of Biden-Harris, the Harris of Biden-Harris, but I do think it creates just a tumult of things that have to be worked out quickly.
And as you said, it is fluid, and we will continue to talk with y'all as this all develops. Thank you very much for joining us, Scott, Royal. We appreciate it.
Certainly.